Now we are switching gears a little bit. We are speaking about a celebration of 25 years of Pavi. And this morning, joining me is the president of the said, and that's Bawani Prasad. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, listeners and viewers.
Thank you for joining us this morning, and congratulations.
Well, yes, 25 years. How you feel? Well, I feel that we have accomplished quite a lot in our 25 years of existence. Pavi was launched officially on the 26th of October 1995, and we have been providing rehabilitation, now called adjustment of blindness services, throughout the years. Of course, 2020 is a little different given the new norm, so we have to reorganize and restructure our programming. But over the last 25 years, we were able to accomplish a number of things, including working with children with blindness from age 0 to 7. We had a program called Nipping It in the Bud, where we were training parents and teachers, particularly of preschools, to work with the children who are blind and visually impaired, because the norm these days is integration, and it's all about inclusion and inclusiveness, etc. We have also championed the cause for voting rights for blind and visually impaired persons,
Right.
using the template now, so that blind persons since 2001 have been using the template to vote independently, so that what used to happen in the past, gentlemen, is that when you go into a polling station as a blind person, you had to talk in front of everybody, school class, the party representatives, of who you were voting for. And if you voted for party A, but party B won, and you went to your representative the next morning, they could throw it in your face and say, look, you didn't vote for me, you voted for party A. So to eliminate that, we lobbied it with the then government back in 1995 to have the template used as the preferred choice for blind, and we see this as a tremendous accomplishment.
Definitely.
And well, we also support the initiatives, recent initiatives of other agencies. Like, for example, we now have the new $5, $10, $20, $100 denominations, polymer notes, and it made it easier for blind and visually impaired persons to identify money for themselves, so that nobody could play tricks on them.
Right.
Because long time you give a man $5 and say, "Oh, you only give me $1? Who you fooling now? Thank you."
Yeah.
So and then we work with the young people, the teenagers, the young adults. We had programs where we worked with the Ministry of Labor to ensure that blind and visually impaired persons qualified to get to work as OJTs, and some of them have maintained their jobs even up to today. Not as OJTs, but full members of different organizations, different ministries. So we feel a sense of commitment, of course, to our senior citizens. We have support groups. We have three existing right now, and basically they come together to socialize, to talk about different ideas, different ways of coping with blindness, etc. So each one teach one kind of thing. And then we have also worked with our different youth, as I said, and basically we've worked with all sectors of the blind and visually impaired community, and we've partnered with several agencies in order to accomplish our goals. Pavi is a member of the Caribbean Council for the Blind, of which I am an executive member of that organization. We are also a member of the Consortium of Disability Organizations. We are also an associate member of the Commonwealth Disability Forum. So we are known not just locally, regionally, but also internationally.
And that's a long list of accomplishments, and I'm sure, even to condense it into that was a little difficult, because it's 25 years that you have done so in stride. And what about some of the challenges?
Right, I'm glad you came to that. The biggest challenge is, of course, funding. In order to do our work fully and effectively, funding is essential, because you have to pay people to work. You don't get volunteers all the time. You have to have staff out there to do the training, to teach people how to use the cane and how to make a cup of coffee. A lot of people take things for granted in life.
Right.
And it's only when you become blind or when you become disabled, you realize you have to modify, you have to adapt. And therefore, you need a little bit of coaching, a little bit of teaching, a little bit of encouragement, because you also work with families to help them to understand blindness and to help them understand their loved ones. Blindness, as I keep saying, is not the end of the world, but the beginning of a new phase of life. And so we need funding. We will give them subvention for the years 2013, 2011, 2013, 2015. We are now negotiating the reinstatement of our subvention so that we can continue to provide services. In the meantime and in between time, we do what limited we can with donations, with support, with fundraising initiatives, etc. And this brings me to the future in terms of fundraising initiative. On Sunday, December 6th, you don't have to cook if you live in and around Port of Spain or anywhere.
Right.
We're having a fundraising takeaway, or as we call it, curbside Christmas luncheon. It's a Christmas menu. You're going to get dessert. You're going to get, drinks, complimentary drinks, all for $200.
That's great.
But yeah, it's just $200. I realized this year that we're not clashing with the program that you all have at CBC every year, the Christmas program.
Right, yes.
So people who are working on that, they could avail themselves of. Now we have 2 pickup points. We have Princess Elizabeth Center, and we also have our downstairs our office at 32, Eastern Main Road in St. Augustine. What we prefer you do is to call the office beforehand to pre-book your order and to find out how you can make your payment, so that on the day we don't have a thing of oversubscription or undersubscription. We know that Kari is coming for $10 of chicken.
Right.
Rokas is $5 of fish, and we have your lockdown.
Right.
And we have your label. So all you have to do is to come and pick up. So there's not going to be a long waiting period because the sun could be hot or the rain could be falling. So we want to make sure that all preparations are in place prior to. So we appreciate if you call the office at 220-1073, and that's just $200. Of course, for the next couple of months or perhaps the next year, we have to observe the protocols of COVID-19. It's going to be here with us for a long time. And key importance to us as blind and visually impaired persons is social distancing. We will find it a little difficult, but we have to cope with it. Thank God, I have to report that no persons, as far as I know, with visual impairment, or for that extension, persons with disabilities, have contracted COVID directly, and I think directly because we have not been made aware of any individual, but if we have within our community, and generally, people who have contracted COVID and people who have died, we express our sympathy. But we want you to support our initiative, we want you to support our work, because we are here for the long haul, and we lead where others merely follow.
All right, and with that, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. I want to say congratulations again on your 25th year anniversary. And, to 100, here's to 100 more. All right, so that was Bawati Prasad there, who is the president of Pavi, and we are celebrating 25 years with them. And again, you could reach out to Pavi and find out more information on how you could support and become a part of that fundraiser as well.